Hi guys, we'll be starting in just a moment. Thank you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Just making sure that Luca can hear me before I start, so I'm not all weird or anything. Okay, I got approval. I apparently sound fine. So, okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to our 11th podcast. Hopefully this goes a little bit better than our last one. If anybody was listening not last week but the week before, I apologize. Some drunk guy ran into a pole in my neighborhood and just decided to take out the electricity for like an hour and a half. Yeah. Don't drive drunk, guys. Just don't do it. You mess up people's Twitch streams and they feel terrible because they think it's their fault for a while, and it was not my fault. But anyway, we kind of got a short podcast for you today. Kind of depends on how much activity's in the chat, to be honest. I have some questions prepared, if we wanted to play a little bit of a game, but if nobody's in the chat, then we won't do that. I'll just get through my kind of minuscule stuff, and I'll let you guys get on with your lives. Oh, by the way, I'm Kelsey. I am the writer and one of the game designers for Wild Season. I am usually joined by my boss Sharon, but he is currently in Europe. He's getting some stuff accomplished with a few people, so he's working hard. And who you see in the chat is the lovely Luca, who is our marketing person, who is trying his best to help me. Unfortunately, he does not have a microphone or anything, so I'm alone. And I know that a podcast with one person isn't, it's not exactly great, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I made it work before, you know. drunk drivers not included in that. But yeah, this week I just have 2 characters for you, but we're actually going to do a bachelor and a bachelorette. I figured that would be a little better than doing a townsperson, and I also was doing like 3 people, and then I was like, oh, I'm like flying through people, and I won't have anything to talk about once Sharon gets back, and I'll have to just sit while he tells you about stuff and smile and nod, and I want to talk about stuff. I like talking. So anyway, I'm going to try to talk now and introduce you to, I believe our first bachelorette, well, our first eligible character who is a bachelorette has been featured before. Not on this podcast, but on the Kickstarter. Let me bring her up. This is Alexandra Sharon. I'm trying to find where my information is. There it is. She is 24. She graduated at the top of her class at culinary school, and we introduced Lay Wolf, I think a few weeks ago. He's the chef that moves in to town after the player gets there. She has been actually trailing him for quite a while. She is very determined to follow in his footsteps because he's considered one of the best chefs in the world, and she is not really a character that takes no for an answer. Unfortunately, though, when she finally catches up with him and pretty much makes him take her on his team, he actually makes her his head waitress rather than his sous chef, which just pisses her off, really. And so it's more just because he needed a waitress. He doesn't have a waitress. But she, a lot of her stuff has to do with her becoming more comfortable with other people. She tends not to trust them, and kind of her trying to figure out why she wants to be a chef in the first place, as she's trying to get out of her waitressing position and actually truly train under Chef Lay Wolf. As I've described, she's pretty driven, and she's determined to be the best at what she does, whether that's actually good or not. But yeah, that's Alexandra. Let me actually make it so you guys can see her a little bit more. I still don't know how to actually function this thing, guys. I'm not a technology person, which is hilarious because I'm gonna build a computer in like a month because my laptop is just terrible, and for the price that I paid for this, I might as well build a desktop. It's not gonna go over well. I just know that. But I've always really liked her design. This is a little bit updated from our Kickstarter, from at least what I remember. I actually, back when the Kickstarter was going on, I was just somebody who donated. And then here's her chibi, who I have realized, if some random was actually here, that the eyes are different. We've had a kind of an issue with that, and I'm not really sure why, but we'll fix that. That's why we do these. So those happen. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Alexandra. Nobody's really talking in the chat, so I'm sure nobody will really ask any questions, but I will answer questions if you have them. So yeah, so I'm gonna go on to Randy. Let's see here. Get her off, get him on. Perfect. His chibi's a lot larger. Don't know why. But this is Randy. He's 27. He's the district photographer. He comes to holidays and festivals in town and takes pictures to commemorate the occasion. And he does it for the district that Bedford Valley is in. But he also tends to work with the local newspaper, so he kind of has like 2 jobs going on. He seems to really enjoy like the small town atmosphere and kind of more of the floofy photography jobs, despite his overall sarcastic personality. And he's actually tried to move to Bedford several times, but people don't really move to Bedford easily, as the player will find out once the game starts. He is his kind of character arc as the player gets to know him more is he's very conflicted about the fact that he is so content with just doing more of the floofy photography, you know, rather than, you know, really hard-hitting journalism. And he has the drive to do more hard-hitting journalism, but he can't quite get himself there because he's so content at the job he is right now. So it's kind of like this pull. But that's pretty much Randy. Let me see if I can move him as well. Nope. Yeah, again. Just kidding. I really like his camera. I have a camera that kind of looks like that. Though I guess all DSLs kind of look similar. He's got some pants. He's got some shoes. I like some shoes. Yeah. He's got a belt. And, well, I guess his camera's kind of different on his chibi, huh, than his final art. Man, wish these were looked at a little bit more. But Spender's alright. Pants alright. It's always good. But, yeah, I'll talk to somebody about the camera. Though, I kind of like his camera on the chibi. Maybe he needs to have that camera. I don't know. Probably just be made black and it'll be fine. But, yeah, that's pretty much the characters I have. And, as anybody who usually watches this know, I am not a very technical person. I have just been writing like crazy and setting up all sorts of stuff. So honestly, my technical side of the game is not very... I'm not very on par with it. So unfortunately, I can't really go into some more... like technical aspects of the game, which is usually our next segment if my boss was here, but here we are. So yeah, seems like this will be the end. I know that's really short and I apologize for that, but oh, hello Narustar. How are you? Yeah, do you think the camera's a little hard to see in the chibi, or... Well, yeah, I guess the camera would be very easy to see in the full art. I don't know why I was asking that question. Yeah, you know, and I think if it was turned black, it would be even harder to see. I'm almost wondering if he needs it on him at all. Huh. But thank you, Narustar, for saying something. I was getting very sad. But... No, Radish Ranger, you're here. Hi. Maybe I need to not be. I need to not be so hasty. I just get so scared. You know, doing a podcast by yourself is not exactly what you want to do in life. But yeah, the camera is kind of hard to see. I think it's easy to see right now, like at least a little bit. Easier to see right now, just because he's so big, but I'm not sure if he's actually, I don't think he's that big in the game, like, at all. So maybe I'll talk to somebody about that. Let me write that down. Yeah, you're right, it totally is. Ah, everybody's suddenly here! Everybody's suddenly here! Oh my goodness, I'm so happy right now. Okay, hi Narustar, hi Radish, hi Enraged, I'm just gonna call you Enraged, and Gardenet. Hey, I'm glad everybody has been following this. I'm really excited about it, obviously, since I'm working on it, but I'd be excited about it anyway, because I actually donated when the Kickstarter was up. Yeah, Luca, you're not crazy. You're not crazy, I promise. But it seems like some of, actually, it seems like all of you are new. Radish Ranger might be the only one I kind of know, but maybe not. Do you guys have any, like, general questions about the game that you'd like to ask? Again, I'm not exactly the most technical minded, so there might be some things I just can't answer at all, but we can kind of just have a chat time, you know? We could talk about some things. I know a long time ago I actually gave a description of what the story was about. So, oh, Radish Star, it is your first time. Radish Ranger, wow. Narustar, Radish Ranger. I mix up words sometimes. I'm sorry. It's just kind of a thing. I know, a writer that mixes up words, but it made me want to write in the first place because I had to write all the time to see if I could like stop mixing up words. But thank you, Gardenet, for wanting to pre-order. Yeah, we're still actually trying to work on exactly how we're going to do that now that the Kickstarter has been done for a long time now. Thank you, Naru. Okay, let's see, Gardenet. What are some of the features that are available on the farm that sets Wild Season apart from Harvest Moon? That's a little bit more of a technical question. I'll try to answer that as much as possible, but don't take my answer as being like 100% correct, because for all I know, I could actually be like leaving out a lot of stuff. But the thing about Wild Season is we're not fixing what's not broken. We are adding a lot of extra content that Harvest Moon games don't have, and we're really priding ourselves on that, but the farming mechanics itself is going to be fairly similar. However, things that are going to be on the farm, one thing is that we really want to do a brewery, so you can make your own beer, and also some sort of fermentation process so you can do your own wine. We're kind of trying to like expand what you can actually do on the farm. There's been some talk of, we definitely have more, I don't want to say more animals, we have a different variety of animal than Harvest Moon games usually have. And what we're mostly focusing on is that Wild Season's going to have a lot more of an intensive story than what Harvest Moon and even what a Rune Factory game would have, actually. I want to go to the point of saying visual novel, but it's definitely going to take more from Harvest Moon's roots as, you know, kind of a semi-visual novel and really playing that up. There will be tons of in-game events. Yeah, the story is very, very important to Wild Season. That is one of the big things that we're doing to set ourselves apart. We're also doing a lot of more mini games. We're having a lot of festivals. We're actually having 4 races, so there's a race every season. There's 2 dog races, 2 horse races. But have any of you played Persona? Because that's how we're doing a little bit more of the bachelorette dynamics, is we're making them a lot, like, the storyline that you actually go through them a lot more intensive. So yeah, to answer Radish Ranger's question, yes, character development is really important. You will get to know all of the villagers very well. As for a family to help you out on the farm, I think we're still trying to figure that out right now. You know, obviously we have a lot of ambitions that we want to do with this game, but we also have to make sure that we kind of squeeze ourselves down so we're producing a lot of quality rather than quantity. But that's definitely something that if it doesn't make it into this Wild Season, we have so many ideas for the next Wild Season if this game is successful, because we'll have enough money and we'll be able to get a bigger team and we'll be able to do a lot more things. But yes, thank you, Luca, for giving that link. Yes, that link is very great. My boss, Sharon, is on it a lot. I should visit it more than I do. We have so many like social websites and all of that it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, but it's really great for fans because you can kind of pick and choose what you actually like. Yeah, there will be more people to friend Enraged. I'm really going to promote that you don't only get to know the person you want to marry. I think that all of the bachelors and the bachelorettes will have really dynamic stories that, you know, I think you'll want to go through even if it's just to be friends with them. Unfortunately, I wanted to actually do it for all the villagers, but I am in fact the only writer on this project, and there is kind of a point where I had to kind of decide against some things. So unfortunately, not all of the villagers have their own stories. It will be slightly more like a Harvest Moon, where I think, you know, their everyday dialogue is going to be a lot more diverse. You're going to get to know them a lot more through the character arcs you can go through, but the character arcs aren't only limited to the bachelors and bachelorettes. So there's definitely some villagers that you will be getting to know that are not marriage candidates. But, yeah, let's see. Give you free stuff. I think we're planning for that. I just don't want to say 100% for sure, but we would like for, friends to be able to give, villagers to be able to give, some stuff for sure. Gardenet, you know, at one point I think Sharon said 3, but I am not going to say that 100% for sure. Luca might know. Luca, if you do know. And thank you, Garnet. I didn't read the second part of your thing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys being on here and actually like caring about this. We're really pouring all of our heart and soul into this. We're a small team, and you know, we've definitely had some changes that have been rough, and there's some of us who have been, you know, having to pull a lot of weight. But everybody is putting in the same amount of work, and it's just been really amazing. I would definitely say, Radish Ranger, that there is more. I am going to do my absolute best. It is at least going to be on par with what I would say Rune Factory 4 and A New Beginning had. If not more. Again, if it gets to the point, since I'm the only person, that I feel like the quality is slipping, I would rather have it be less than make there more but not make it good. But I would really like for the everyday dialogue to be a lot more diverse. So hopefully I can get that done. Right now I'm really deep into story stuff. I'm really deep into character arc stuff for the bachelors and the bachelorettes and the few other villagers that you can really get to know. But I will tell you, I don't know how many people know this that are actually listening right now, but one of the things I have done, which, not gonna lie, I've kind of been like cursing myself every time I'm in the middle of it, but then I'm so happy once I actually get it done. The festivals have unique dialogue from year to year. So like, let's say you go to a horse race in spring, the dialogue's not going to be the same as the horse race in fall. Characters have conversations with each other, that you learn a lot more about them through that, because even their conversations at the festivals aren't necessarily about the festival. A lot of them are, but there's some that aren't. So I think that will really help flesh out the villagers that don't necessarily have character arcs. But coming up with those conversations could be a little bit difficult, but you know, it's helped me really figure out who these characters are. Yeah, the thing is that right now we, are actually ending the game in 4 years, just because the story ends at that point, and since I'm putting so much effort into making everything unique, I think it would be unfair that after the story's done, you just go into this infinite mode that is just really, really generic, because that, I mean, honestly, that's what would have to happen right now. So, you will definitely be able to get married, you will definitely be able to have a kid well within that time. So I think that a lot of people who play Harvest Moon and Rune Factory games will be more than satisfied with the length that we originally have it at. But Luca's right, we do want to try to add on some sort of an extended mode at a later time, but that's, you know, obviously we want to get the main game done before we really start focusing on anything like that. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. But I detailed kind of how the story was going to be a few podcasts ago, but I can give a brief description really quickly. Pretty much, the player, she's really down on her luck, and she lives in a city, and she discovers that there's this farm, this perfect farm for sale that just happens to be the right amount of money that she has in her savings, right? Obviously not something that would usually happen. She decides, though, that she's gonna abandon her life in the city and go and be on this farm, and it's gonna be really great. And she gets to Bedford Valley and finds that not only is the farm in shambles, but it was never supposed to be for sale in the first place. So as it's not a very nice introduction to the village, and the townspeople are very weary of her, and as time goes on, they just start acting weirder and weirder. And finally, the player, she meets somebody who was actually asked to come to town recently, and it ends up that it's the doctor. His name is Darius Jansen, and Darius tells her that, wow, I am so out of breath right now. Darius tells her that that the doctor he replaced has actually disappeared, and nobody in town is telling him why. So the player and Darius start to investigate that, and the story kind of spirals from there. So yeah, definitely more story-centered than Harvest Moon. But I think we're really excited for that, and it will be great. So yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at talking. I'm not sure if you noticed. I stumble all over myself, and I just make a general fool of myself and don't sound very writerly, but here I am. But yeah, I'm so glad everybody's here. I don't know if you guys have any more questions. I have, okay, so like a few weeks ago, and Luca can attest to this, we did like this game about like farming in real life, and people would have to like hi, some random, I'm sorry. I am not better at singing. Don't listen to some random. Jaw-dropping moments, I would say no. I would say no comment, rather. I will say that the initial premise is not what the game is. That, I think that's enough mystery, but also sort of answers that question. It's bigger than that. It starts out small. But yeah, we did like this like questions thing. I'll kind of bring up my ones for this week. I had this thing prepared 2 weeks ago that's about medieval farming. And the thing is it's like multiple choice, and you guys all guess what the answer is. And I think this time you wouldn't be able to like actually find them online like some people did last time. But we can do this if you want. If you don't want to, then we don't have to do this, and I can continue blabbling and maybe sing for you if some random convinces me to. But yes, there is male and female characters. I always say her because I'm a girl and I like the design of the girl character, and the girl character is great, and you should all play the girl character. Shh, it's okay. Just go with it. But if you guys do want to do this quiz, I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. See, it even says you guys should totally buy Wild Season on here, and then it's about dun 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 medieval farming. All right, let's do this. Okay. Just a second. I have to find my phone because I'm going to time this. All right. So how this is going to work, and is I'm going to put the question up. The question will be on the actual stream, so everybody should be able to see it perfectly this time. And hi, Skytail. And I'll time it about 20 seconds, and Luca, please tell me if I'm wrong, but it's the first person who answers correctly that gets the point, right? It's not that everybody who answers gets a point. Though I don't think this will be Um, oh no! Did I spell medieval wrong? Damn it! So random. This is why spell checker exists, guys. Okay, I'm not an editor. I'm a writer. I promise. I promise I write decently. Okay, I'm gonna put this back up. I've been really embarrassed about my my terrible spelling. But yes, Luca has confirmed this. So when the question goes up, I'm gonna time it for 20 seconds. I believe that's about where, you know, the lag from the stream is. So you guys should have plenty of time to answer, hopefully. And just a second. Don't need to save that. And then I will give the answer and maybe some background information depending on if I remember, because I made this 2 weeks ago. Yay! All right. We're going to do this. Are you guys ready? Okay. We're going to quickly skip over that. Okay. Question 1. What was the most common type of farm animal in medieval England? Which, by the way, I spelt medieval right. Yeah. Okay. Was it oxen? Was it pigs? Was it sheep? Or was it chicken? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 da 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 dum. Alright, Luca's gonna tell you who was right, who was wrong, but I'm also going to tell you because I want to. Enraged is right. It was actually sheep. You know, you'd think it'd be chickens, guys. I don't blame you. But no, sheep were like super popular. And where I got this from, never actually said why. So, yeah, Garnet, that is exactly why we're doing this, because I had no idea about like any of these at all. So we're all gonna learn. We're all going to learn. All right. Ready for question 2? All right, we're going to do it. All right. When under cultivation, which of these patterns did a manor resemble? A, vertical stripes. B, horizontal stripes. C, polka dotted. D, patchwork. So what a manor is, as you guys are answering this, is kind of like the house where the Lord lives and then all the fields around his house. So it's kind of like the Lord's lands, pretty much. But, oh, I know who's right. I'm going to give it just 1 second. Dun, 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 will make this creepy. It's Radish Ranger! Radish Ranger's right! Yes, it actually resembles a patchwork, guys, which I think most of you got that. I don't know if you were trying to beg off a Radish Ranger or not, but a peasant, like, instead of having his own land, would have, like, it split up into small strips. So, like, they would, like, plow it differently and stuff. So if you looked at it from, like, a sky view, which really nobody could look at it at unless you were like really high up, it would look like a patchwork. So yeah, good job, Radish Ranger, for guessing. Yay! all right, we're gonna go on to question 3. Okay, we're gonna do this. What was the major task that needed to be completed during the month of November? A, last plow of the year. B, plowing and spreading manure. C, collecting acorns for pigs. Or D, sheep shearing. Which one is it? This is the most random question in the world. You're about to learn a lot of stuff about medieval farming. Woo! Medieval farming has nothing to do with wild season, but I don't care. We're gonna do this anyway. Oh. Yeah, that I guess I am singing. You're welcome, some random. You're welcome. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a few more seconds. Maybe Luca will come up in the meantime and tell you how wrong everyone is. Oh well. Hey guys, guess what? It's C. Yeah, it's collecting acorns for pigs. I'm sorry. Nobody wins. You all lose. I'm sorry. But yeah, apparently, like, that was the biggest task, and I don't know why, seeing that you would think it would be sheep shearing, since the first question was about sheep. But I put that in here, and I put that sheep one as first, just to trip you guys up. So, I'm sorry, but it's just how this is gonna work, guys. It's gonna work. Yes, I get points. Okay, no. This is how we're gonna do it. If I trip everybody up, I get a point. And if I win, I don't know what I get yet. I don't know what I get, but I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. You'll see. You'll see. All right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to question 4. Are you guys ready? Okay. Pertaining to the last question, what weather would be most suitable for this task? A, showers and sunshine. B, dry, no severe frost. C, showers. D, hail. Oh no, will you guys actually get this? I hope so. I hope so. I would really like some free chocolate, as Tail says. Please give me some chocolate. Oh, somebody got it right. Somebody got it right. I'm gonna wait for a few more seconds. I think everybody's answered though. I'm not sure. Dun 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 dun. Garnet wins. Point for Garnet. Point for Garnet. It is actually C. I know. It makes no sense, right? You would totally think it was frost. But no, apparently in November, it still rains sometimes. Wait! No! Luca! I think you're wrong. Wait a second. Did I type it in correctly for you? Did I? Oh no. Okay, just a second, guys. Just a second. I'm doing some research. Maybe I did this wrong. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm an idiot. I lose my point. Enraged. You're right. You're so right. And this is why you don't do multiple choice when you're slightly dyslexic. Yeah. I am sorry, Enraged, for trying to give a point that was yours away, and I'm sorry, Garnet, for making you think that for just for a second, you were right. So it's showers and sunshine, guys. Okay, Garnet. I'm so sorry. Everybody can just laugh at me. Like, one day, if Wild Season's really great, which Wild Season is going to be really great, you guys can be like, oh yeah, that girl that wrote it, she's such an idiot, and it'll be great. I'm sorry. I'm so wrong. We're gonna go on and we're gonna pretend it never happened. Okay. How many men a day did it take to reap and harvest 2 acres of land? A, 7. B, 5. C, 2. 10. Oh, D, 10. See? I shouldn't do this. At all. I actually highlighted the answer this time to make sure I gave it right. Garnet, you weren't a second grader. It's okay. Don't be scared. Oh, we got a winner. I'm gonna wait for just a few more seconds. Even though you guys are like really behind. And I'd probably talk for a long time after you guys actually answer. Okay, Radish Ranger and Enraged are tied. You guys are so tied. I'm not sure if Luca's keeping score of the points. I'm not. I would get them confused. I would obviously say them wrong. As all of you would actually know. Yeah. No Enraged, no caps. Okay. So the next one, before I actually bring it up, actually has two answers. So it would be like a combination. So you'd say like A and B, A and C, A and D, etc., etc. Sorry, I could not give anybody a chicken dinner through the Twitch stream, but I mean, I could try. I could try to give you a chicken dinner. I want a chicken dinner. You know what? No, I'm gonna make it that you guys have to PayPal me. I can get myself a chicken dinner if I win, which I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win, guys. I'll be so sad. I don't know. We're trying to figure out prizes for this, if this actually becomes a thing, which I really want this to become a thing. At least if I have to do. I will figure it out. I'll figure it out. All right. Question 6. So yeah, again, two answers. So you're gonna be putting like A, B, A, C, something like that. All right. Which two events in history greatly affected the medieval agricultural economy? I have a feeling I spelled agricultural wrong, guys. I'm sorry. It's A, the Black Plague, B, the 100 Years' War, C, the Great Famine, or D, the Opium Wars. And, oh, we're giving 2 points for this, Luca. I did not know that. We're giving 2 points, and guess what? Gardenet won. And this time, Gardenet, you did win. I promise. I'm not gonna hurt you no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. So, Gardenet, you have somehow, apparently, gotten yourself tied up with Enraged and Radish here. We're doing it. Yeah, and this is gonna be close, guys. Before you saw the question. I'm failing so hard. Why do you guess so well? Why do you guess so well? Not only did you guess this before seeing, but you guessed the wrong answer I was going to give on the other question. You're psychic. You and I are connected. It's okay. Just let it happen. Let it happen. All right. We're going to go on to question 7. Are you guys ready? The Holy Chicken Being has blessed you. We're not making this Twitch Plays Pokemon, okay? It's not happening. It's not happening. Unless we want to make me the Almighty, then yes. Actually, no, I want to be Bird Jesus. I'll be Bird Jesus. It's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Question 7. Definition. To be plowed but left unsown for a period in order to restore fertility as a part of a crop rotation or to avoid surplus. A. Fallow. B. Barren. C. Cultivated. D. Tilled but unsown. What will you guys answer? What will you guys answer? Somebody's answered it right, but I'm gonna let you all answer. Enraged, no, it's not 2 answers. It's not 2 answers. Not anymore. It goes to Sky's Tail. Sky's Tail, you're getting up there. You're gonna go. Okay. Bush. Calabush. I realize that calling you Bush is probably either insulting or something, but you need to catch up, bro. You need to do this. I believe in you, though. I believe in you. You're my underdog. You're the dark horse who's gonna come win this thing. You'll see. Don't worry. I believe in you. I mean, you don't have much more time. We only have 3 more questions after this. Don't worry. I believe in you. No sad cat faces. All right, we're going to go to question 8. We're going to go. You guys ready? Let's do it. All right, 8. How many liters of grain on average could 1 acre of barley produce? A. 1,025 liters. D. 50 liters. C. 840 liters. D. 500 liters. What will you answer? I don't know. You guys gotta see the stream first. Oh yeah, nobody's answered correctly yet that I've seen. Oh wait, Oh wait, did somebody answer correctly? I think they did. Yeah, so I'm sorry, this is why I'm not doing the sound or any voice acting or anything. It's 1.2 enraged, yeah. Sky, it depends. If you do actually know the answer, say it. If you don't, guess. The thing is it's not like this has been told to people before and now they're like going through it. It's so you learn. You learn about medieval farming. All of this inane information that you will not remember in the morning. It's okay. It's okay. Just guess. Guessing will always get you somewhere. It is okay. Please do not worry. Alright, we're gonna go on to the second to last question. Are y'all ready? Oh, yeah, I moved to Texas and now I'm saying y'all. So, are all y'all ready? Let's do this. Alright. Question 9. What is the process for spreading clay containing lime carbonate onto soil? A. Fallowing. B. Cultivating. C. Marling. D. Depositing. What is the answer? I don't know, and by that I mean I do know, 'cause I've got the answer key in front of me on a notepad documents. Somebody's answered right. It's Sky. He answered right. Woohoo! Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna sing anymore. Sky, I think I think it's No. Enraged is in front of everybody now, right? Enraged has 3. I believe that Radish has 2. Sky has 2. Gardenet has 2. And then Bush, you're alone. I'm sorry. I have one. Wow, I'm even beating you, Bush. I'm sorry. Bush, do you want mine? I'll give you mine. But I don't think you can win with it. Okay, do we want to make the next question, the last question, worth more? Luca, I think Gardenet and Sky both have 2 as well. Just so you know. If I'm crazy, please tell me. Obviously, I have shown that sometimes I don't know things. But, yeah. Luca, do we want to make the last question worth more? So it can be like, I don't know. Someone could win. Because somebody's going to try with Enrage, or Enrage is going to take it all. Which I'm sure Enrage would like. But I'm thinking the last question's worth 10 points. Tell me. Be my shining star, Luca. And yes, the winner of the chicken must they decide. Okay, yeah. Do you guys want it to just be worth 1 point? Or do you want it to be worth maybe so many? I don't know, Radish. I don't know if I want haggis. I had haggis once. It's not as bad as everybody says it is, but it's not good. Good's not the word for it. Yeah, it's made with sheep lung. It's actually I don't think you can have it in America. I don't think it's legal to have sheep lung. All right, we're getting some responses. Enraged, of course, says 1. But okay, we need Garnet to still vote and Radish to vote. Do you guys want it to be 1 or do you want it to be 5 according to Bush and Sky? Oh, Sky, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't have it in the US, so yeah. And don't hurt me. Answer stuff. Radish, it's 1 or 5. I'm gonna put you in 5. Okay, 2 points is fine. Luca decided. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, you guys both win. Okay. It's gonna be worth 2. Luca's decided. All right, we're going on to 10. All right. What were common spring crops during this period? A, rye and barley. B, beans and wheat. C, wheat and rye. D, barley and beans. What's the answer? Will Enraged get it, or will others get it? Who knows? All right. Enraged, answer. Answer. All right. You guys aren't going to believe this. Bush, you're going to really wish this was worth 5 to 10. Because you were the only one who was right. But congratulations, Bush. You underdog. You did it. You did it by the guesses. I'm so proud of you. So that means Enraged, I think that means Enraged wins. So Enraged, this worked out for you. Luca determining that this was 2 points really worked out for you. So congratulations. Enraged is our winner of a chicken dinner, apparently. Congrats. Radish, sure, I'll give everybody Guts 2 points. Egg dinner. Why not? I don't think that people have eggs for dinner, but we can pretend. We can pretend. We can do it for you. We can do it for you. Oh, Luca is apparently going to keep this. Oh, good. Good. Yes, that was intense, Garnett. Yeah, do you guys have any suggestions for, like, what kind of questions we should do next week? We can do historical questions like this was this week. We could do questions about certain types of animals. We could do questions about certain sorts of farming equipment. I just kind of want to keep it, well, obviously farming-centric since this is a farming game. But I am honestly at a loss if you guys could help me in some way. But I think this was fun. This was just as fun as the first time that we did it. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy everyone's here. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so Sky says animals. Yeah, I mean, we should probably... Oh, Chinese farming's interesting. Oh, okay. I'm going to take these down. Don't make a research. Animals are how to woo a farmer. Sacrifices. Okay, I'm gonna take down animals in Chinese farming. And I'll see what questions I can actually come up with. If anything, we can do both, but just, obviously on different weeks. But I will see. I just want to make it that it's not, like, super easy to look up the questions, which is why I did medieval farming. So, Enraged says Chinese farming as well. So maybe we'll do Chinese farming next week. And then I'll do more of a general animals one after that. But I do think Sharon's going to be back. So we'll see how everything fits into there. We might make it, a little bit shorter. We might do something like that because Sharon's going to have more info about the game. Winner gets one thing of DLC. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do, but that's certainly an idea. Your first date, do you bring a blue feather or a potato? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I would like a potato on a first date. If somebody was taking me on a first date and was like, "Yo, girl, I brought you a potato," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, potato time." You're supposed to bring 2 goats. Yeah, well, dowry. Because women are property, and that means that you should get property in turn for taking my property. Burp, 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 burp. That was my impersonation of men at any point in history before, like, 200 years ago. You're welcome. I know. That was brought to you by Kelsey Lang in conjunction with Luca, because I'm going to bring him in on that, because he's just going to have to. Blue feathered shape. All right. Well, I'm gonna move this so it doesn't have question 10 anymore. Yay, podcast number 11. All right. So thank you for participating in that with me, guys. I think that was a lot of fun, actually. I'm really happy we did that. I'm so happy everyone's here. Does anybody have any more questions about Wild Season before I go? Because this is probably going to be the last thing we're going to do. I will stick around in the chat section for a few minutes after I go to answer some things as well. But again, not the most technical person in the world, so sorry. So I will do my best to answer the things and the stuffs. Possible release date. We are still trying to go for late Q4. So hopefully it will be out by then. That is, however, not a firm date. So we want to make sure it is as polished as humanly possible. So yeah, late Q4 is the closest I can give you. That's at least what everybody's talking about right now. So yeah, anything else? I'm liking all these faces that everybody has. I'm not really a Twitch user, to be honest. So I don't know where everybody's getting these faces, but I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, November, December sort of situation. Yeah, enraged. Yep, for sure. I think that will be what you need for the stuff, but yeah, I think we're gonna do our best to try to make it not overlap with things as much as possible. We haven't. I think this is 2014. Yes, 2014. Mod support. That's way too technical. I don't know. If that's things that a lot of games have, then I'm sure we'll have it. I know that's bad. Persona does come out super soon. I totally got the collector's edition. I'm so excited. I want that game. I love Etron Odyssey too, so it's like my dream game. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's so colorful, and I love that Persona 4 was colorful, even though I think that like the actual color scheme of 3 was better. I don't know, guys. But I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game, but yeah, hopefully I really would rather it not come out overlap with some games either, because not that I have to buy it, but I don't want to compete with a ton of people. But yeah, I'm not sure about mod support, but I can certainly ask about that. So if you guys want to come next week and ask, or ask in the forums, actually that would be a great thing to ask in the forums or on the Facebook or something like that. But kind of detailing what we usually do on our Twitch, since I think a decent amount of you are new. Oh, really quick, Bush. Does the kid grow up? We have not entirely decided that yet. So I'm gonna just say no comment for right now. A mod to instant woo people. I don't think that would make the game very fun. I think that would make the game really not fun. But that's just me. I don't know. Some people really like going through games like that, and it's not for me to judge. People should like games for what they like them for. With a potato. But what we usually do is, this podcast is on, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then I actually do a Let's Plays on Tuesday at the same time of Harvest Moon Friends of Meridian Town. And that's been a lot of fun. We actually go for 2 hours because we found that 1 hour, like, we just get nowhere. Like, nothing happens. It's really terrible. And if some random is around here, he can attest that all I do is sing. Which might be a terrible thing. But some people seem to like it. I don't know. Enraged, that is no comment. No comment on that question. But anyway, all I do is sing, and we're trying to woo Mary, so that's a thing. I got a cow. His name is Steak. I'm like really excited about it. Like I've been wanting to get a cow since the moment we started, and it took me like 6 freaking Let's Plays, but here we are. Some random, yes. I was telling everyone that all I do during the Let's Play is just sing to people. So I think you can attest to that. Also, you're blue for some reason. You're supposed to be orange. You're messing up my world. Stop it. But will there be sacrifices? No comment. No comment on it all. I love being able to say that. I've never been able to like be like, no, I can't tell you this thing. It's been really great, actually. Because I feel like I'm like slightly a troll, but I'm also like, I actually can't tell you. So it's like, woo! Yes, it's Kelsey's Variety singing 2 hours. I just sing along with the music, and I also do impressions of any of the characters anytime there's a cutscene, which are just great. Let me tell you, some random can also attest to that my voice acting is the best, and by that I mean it's terrible. There will be gay marriage, yes. There will be options for that. I believe that we're still trying to decide whether it's more of a limited thing that's for the NPCs, which means that, like, you know, if an NPC is gay, then obviously, you know, their opposite gender can't date them. Or if it's going to be more open. Personally, I would want the former. We're trying to make really complex characters, and taking somebody's sexuality and kind of blank washing it is a little but that's not actually set in stone yet. And if you can adopt, yes. Instead of having the whole childbirth and stuff scenes, I am making more of an adoption sort of situation for the peeps. So, yes, Radish, there is extensive cooking from what I know. And what do the cooked meals do if there is? There is extensive cooking. I know that we're definitely making it, we're actually using Friends of the Millennial Town as our reference. Apparently that had the most extensive cooking of any of the Harvest Moon games, and that's actually why we started doing it as our Let's Play first. Don't know why. And I don't know all of the effects. I would rather not say something wrong. So I'm just going to say that I'm sure they have effects. I'm sure, like, obviously, just as, you know, in Harvest Moon, it's going to, you know, help increase your stamina and a few things like that. But I'm not going to quite go into it. But we did have a podcast about crops and how those were actually going to work. And if you go to our YouTube, which Luca can put up here for me if you would be ever so kind, that goes a little bit more into that, and I think Sharon actually answers a lot of those questions. You're proud of us even though you're straight? Well, thank you, Bush. I mean, the thing is that we want, you know, people to be represented no matter what they are. But I also wanted to make sure it wasn't like a potluck. It wasn't like, well, here's your token bi character and here's your token lesbian. I will say that none of the character arcs actually has to do with anybody's sexuality. I don't want to go down that road. I think that that's like the really obvious thing to do. And let me tell you, gay and lesbian and bi and all those people are just as normal as everybody else and have all of their own problems that aren't just about that. What do you know? So yeah, well, it's definitely going to be a part of their character. It's not going to be like, okay, well, here's your token lesbian, now let's woe to her because she's a lesbian. It's not going to be anything like that, so good. Yeah, Garnet, we're still trying to, yeah, you can't tell right off the bat. It's not going to be very obvious at all. Will there be a flying magical cow? No comment. I'm having fun. I'm just gonna throw all the no comments everywhere. But I'm really excited for the character arc stuff. I would say, I'm trying to make the scenes of it be a little bit more extensive than even Persona has been. We'll see how that works. We'll see if I can live up to what I want to do. I think I can. I'm gonna do my best. But, any more questions, you guys? I'm gonna drink some water while you guys ask. Yes. I keep forgetting about this. Thank you, Luca. So, actually, speaking of magical cows, we're having an animal contest over on our Facebook page. It is apparently your last day to submit your designs, according to Luca. And he can give the link towards where that is, but we're pretty much trying to find like an animal that would be like, it's kind of more mythological, not really mythological, but just like a non-existing animal that kind of exists in this universe. But the thing is that we kind of want to just, like, it's not set on Earth, so we can have animals that aren't technically on Earth. So we're trying to find animals that aren't. So there's been some really cool designs, but Garnet, from what I understand, and Luca, please correct me if I'm wrong, you can give a description. You don't necessarily have to draw it. We have artists. They are pretty good at the arts because they're artists. Oh. You have just decided the animals, now you can only design them. What? I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm scared. Will there be sacrifices to appease these mythical creatures? No comment. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, sorry. I can't read, guys. I apologize. I know, I've not done a very good job today showing competency, like, whatsoever. I'm not competent, I'm sorry. Enraged, I'm as upset about llamas as you are. I would like the llamas. I think the llamas would be great. Wild Season 2, that will be my one demand. I want llamas. Oh, actually, Radish, that's really interesting. Every llama that I've met has been very, very nice, and every alpaca that I've met has been mean. Mean. Oh, Sky, you submitted a llama? Sky might be our hope. Sky might be our hope. Good. Sky, I liked you already, but now I really like you. I really like you a lot. Alpacas, I mean, they are cool, but like everyone I've met has been so mean, and I don't know why. I don't know why they've been so mean to me, but they have been. And yeah, if we don't get along, can we spit at somebody we don't like? Garnet, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Oh yeah, I've liked that one, Enraged. I thought that one was really cool. I went on there earlier and tried to look through some, which obviously I didn't see Sky's. I'm sorry, Sky. I will look at it. I will love it. It will be all good. But, yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, llama and alpaca people. See, I really wanted to get a llama and name it George. I don't know why. I just think that's a great name for a llama. But, I don't know. I really want those alpaca plushies from Japan. I was over in Japan and I never got a chance to get one. I was like really sad. So, anyway, does anybody have any more questions? Because if you don't, I'm gonna skedoodle at least off of here, and then I'll be in the comments. I mean, in the chat for a little bit. I don't know why I keep calling these comments, mostly because I don't know what Twitch is. I just do a thing on them at the sometimes. Oh, Rama 1.5, man. Okay, Enraged. I've been like, they've been coming out with like the big collections of that recently, and I've been totally buying that. That's like one of my like favorite like older mangas. Love it. Love it. Yeah, the alpaca plushies are expensive. Oh, yeah, that's right. The pre-order Harvest Moon one. Yeah, I've never been able to do the pre-orders, unfortunately. I live so far from anywhere that does the actual pre-orders, and I know you can do them on Amazon, but I didn't know that at the time, and I kind of hate myself. Bush, no comment. Sorry, that was my impersonation of an evil laugh, but no comment. I'm sorry. It seems like you've been the one I've always done. Oh, we're coming up with a pre-order page as well, guys. Coming up with the pre-order page. It's gonna happen. According to Luca, it's gonna be great. Yeah. And it's so interesting to see because, you know, pre-orders, I like doing pre-orders when it's something that, like, I feel like the stuff that comes with it's really cool or the game's gonna be really rare, but there's definitely been a duck. Quack. Sorry, I get really distracted. I just look at the chat and I forget what I'm saying, and Garnet said duck, so quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Do, do, do. But, yeah. Questions anymore? Oh, if you guys are looking for something cool to watch, I've been getting into the show called Wake Up Girls, and it, like, kind of looks like your average, like, slice of life show. It's about, like, idols in Japan, but it's like more about the realities of what it's like to be an amateur idol and try to make it big, and it's been pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie, I like my slice of life animes. So yeah, so Wake Up Girls, watch that. It's on Crunchyroll. Yeah. Anyway, all right, you know what, my throat hurts. I think I'm gonna go, guys, but thank you again. I'm Kelsey. I am the writer of the game of the Wild Seasons. I do a Let's Play on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Central Time here in Texas, and then this podcast. Yeah. No, I have not watched the Tokyo Ghouls, and I do not watch the One Piece because I'm scared. It's so long. But I will be in the comments. And I'll thank you again, and I'll let you guys know where you can find me, and you can find all the Wild Season stuff below on your stream if you don't have the pop-out. Yeah, so thank you for making this great, you guys. Bye-bye.